We now turn to the investigation into potential fraud in Minnesota that some conservative groups claim totals more than $1 billion. The federal government is now getting involved, and President Trump says he will withhold funding to the state. ABC's Sophie Flay dives deeper into the alleged fraud.
Federal agents say they're now going door to door in Minnesota, investigating what officials describe as rampant fraud that could total more than $1 billion in taxpayer money. The sweeping investigation is targeting dozens of suspected fraudulent businesses accused of misusing public money that was meant to support social services, including everything from school lunches to childcare to housing assistance.
I would like to check a child in the daycare.
This video shows a self-proclaimed independent journalist visiting multiple daycare centers, which he claims got public funds, despite appearing to not have any children present when he visited. One state official is raising concerns about the video, but says the matter is being taken seriously.
I think we have questions around when were these visits. For instance, were they during times that the center was scheduled to be open? Was it during the weekend?
The video highlights concern about the Child Care Assistance Program, a taxpayer-funded daycare initiative which our Minneapolis station, KSTP, has reported on for months.
KSTP reported on license violations at some of these sites all the way back in January and noted that, quote, no children or staff were found at either location.
These latest developments are drawing new attention to ongoing federal investigations into wide-ranging fraud in the state. So far, dozens of people have been convicted in what prosecutors have called the largest COVID-19 fraud scheme in the United States, a case in which defendants were charged with stealing taxpayer dollars meant to feed children and using it to enrich themselves. FBI Director Kash Patel claims that case is just the tip of a very large iceberg. Now, he says he's surging more resources to Minnesota to investigate. But Minnesota Governor Tim Walz pushing back. His office insists he worked for years to crack down on fraud, saying he has strengthened oversight, including launching investigations into these specific facilities, one of which was already closed. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
The other side of the aisle tends to disapprove of Walz's handling of the alleged fraud as a slate of Republicans take aim at the governor's job in next year's election. Speaker of the House Lisa Dameth, Dr. Scott Jensen, Army veteran Kendall Qualls, and State Representative Kristen Robbins are among the Republicans who have put their hat in the ring. The fraud issue will likely be a hot debate topic for the next election.
We're going to probably see Walz talking all about what? About guns, about Donald Trump. The Republicans talking all about Walz and fraud. There is a recipe here for the Republicans to be able to win, but they need to come up with the right candidate also.
5 Minnesota GOP lawmakers are calling for the governor's resignation, saying this is not about politics or stunts. The governor's team responded. He hired an outside firm to audit payments to high-risk programs and supported criminal prosecutions.